Hello there, Stephanie. Thank you very much for getting the correction. Usually we're a bit quicker with the turnaround. We just had a lot at the moment, so we're just struggling to keep on top of it. And the essay corrector we usually have, the ex-IELTS examiner, she's on holiday. Anyway, I totally understand your IELTS struggle. When a student has a weak spot, they tend to focus on that, and the other areas of the exam, reading in your case, or I don't know, listening for other students, can usually slip. So this is a very typical IELTS issue. Let's have a look. Dear Richardson family, my name is Stephanie P. and I'm from Springfield, Illinois in the USA. I'm a sophomore at the local university and my major is English literature and culture. I live at home with my parents and younger brother who is a high school student. Beautiful. Introduce yourself. Okay, the homestay, is it? Excellent. Okay, yeah, so it looks like you have got general task under control. You've got the right register as well. It's not too formal. It's not too academic. It's not too informal. So well done there. It looks like you've assigned a small paragraph for each of the bullet points, which is what you need to do. So we're on the right track. Let's go. Live at home with my parents and younger brother I'm a big theatre nerd. Now what I say with my IELTS students is words like big, small, good, bad, do, be are rather basic. These are among the first words we learn in the English language. And especially if we're going for a band 8, I think you said. What could we say instead of big theatre nerd? We could say I am a huge theatre enthusiast, and just kind of upgrade it. We don't want to upgrade it to the point that it's too formal, but however, certain phrases do have like more specific vocabulary. And I have been acting in local productions for a few years. I like traveling. Again, it's kind of basic. I simply adore traveling. And it might not be the case, but if we just exaggerate a little bit, it gives us the opportunity, it opens the door to use slightly better vocabulary, slightly more advanced. So I absolutely adore traveling, or I would consider myself almost a full-time tourist if I could, or just something like that, and even with that little example, I would consider myself a full-time tourist if I could, if I only had the time. And then we've got the conditional in, and we've improved our grammatical range and accuracy score. So I like traveling and trying new foods from around the world, but this will be my first time to cross the pond. That's the kind of accurate use of idioms that examiners love to see. So well done for this one. Again, I am really excited. I'm ecstatic. Yeah? So again, just upgrading, turning up the emotion a little bit just to pick up the points for lexical resource. But I have a few questions. How close is the university to your house? Will I be able to get to class on foot? Excellent. Or is there public transportation? Beautiful. As I said before, I'm really into theatre. Again, we've got some repetition here. It's not a bad thing, but it does decrease the chances. We've missed an opportunity to score extra points because may have scored some points here, but we didn't here because they've already been acknowledged. So again, what could we say here? As I mentioned before, mentioned slightly better than said. As I mentioned before, let's see, I was wondering if there are any. Again, this could have been a good opportunity for a conditional. If there are, would you know if there are any theatre programs on in the local area? I would this would make my trip a dream come true. Yeah, and we've got a different conditional there. So I'm really into theatre, so I was wondering if there are any local programs that I can join. Is fine, but as I said, what could we say? How could we make it a little bit more advanced? I'll be flying into Heathrow Airport on September 1, okay, and my flight is American Air 123, arriving at 10:35 in the morning. Beautiful. Our program director's great vocabulary said the host families will be waiting for us in the arrival hall. And I am really looking forward, again, really. And I wouldn't have capitalized this, and you could even say the arrivals hall. And I'm really, again, really looking forward to meeting you there for the first time. And I'm extremely excited. We've got excited. I cannot wait to meet you. Just anything, not anything, but something instead of really. Thank you for the. See you soon, Stephanie. Let's just get a line there, but well done for the comma. And this is an appropriate signing off. So well done there, Stephanie. Great work. Over the past few decades, international marketing has been on the rise. Okay, some people see this as a type of invasion into other countries, while others believe it is an important and economical way to share cultures, ideas, and languages on a global scale. Excellent. I strongly agree that it is a vital way to expand our view of the world and introduce us to different ways of life. Fine. Firstly, some people see global marketing as a non-essential intrusion into other countries. As a society that is rich in information, we all have access to local libraries and the internet in order to seek out our interests. I can't see what the library has to do with global marketing. Anyway, that is to say, international marketing is seen as a nuisance by many because we can satisfy our curiosities on our own in a variety of manners without advertisements. Now I get it. Moreover, the population is already bombarded, beautiful, with an unbelievable amount of advertising in our daily lives. Studies show that the average human experiences over 200... Okay, the average human experiences over 200 instances of advertisements every day. Great. Now, again, same as before. How can we develop this answer? How could we incorporate more sophisticated vocabulary? I'm making frameworks for this that make it a little bit easier. And these just kind of allow you to pop your idea in. And I think they would benefit you exponentially because being a native English speaker, you would be able to, adopt them far quicker and far faster than somebody who has to kind of get to grips with these structures. On the other hand, there are positive outcomes from international marketing for individuals and society. So let's just see. Okay, so we did say it's invasive and intrusion, so that dealt with that. Your position here would say it's like a nuisance, it's a problem, and it's not necessary. And also, I would even just mention here that something about education, because the argument here is like, okay, the adverts, Coca-Cola is advertising in English in India. Are the local population receiving a little bit of English education, for example, or are they just getting a cultural slap around the face? I mean, in layman's terms. On the other hand, and we didn't really mention much about education, maybe libraries, but to be on the safe side, I would have explicitly said something like, I believe, and something like, and this does not educate them, obviously in a more eloquent academic phrase. On the other hand, there are positive outcomes from international marketing for individuals and society. In terms of individuals, through these advertisements, the audience can gain insight into new cultures. An insight? Oh, yeah, it's fine. Into new cultures and therefore new ideas and languages. Beautiful. So we got new ideas and languages in the question, I believe. Ideas, language, yeah. So what other forms could have we said? To new phenomena, and let's see, maybe languages, dialects, and linguistic tools. I don't know, but just something that means similar but is using different vocabulary. It is often an unexpected spark that sets us off on a path of discovery. Beautiful sentence. Thus, these advertisements can get people interested. So this would be a beautiful opportunity for you to upgrade the sentence and use a conditional and just develop a hypothetical scenario and then develop this further. Yeah? So we could say a person, I'm just going to say it in very basic terms, a person could a person, for example, imagine a scenario where a person sees an advertisement of a new place or culture, and this could start a journey where they may develop their career on a different path. On a societal level, if new generations are developing new paths, this could inevitably, you see what I mean? I'm just saying the same thing, but just using more and just taking it down a different path, using more advanced grammatical structures. This would inevitably, maybe, lead to more political and economical benefits in the future. Excellent argument there. We've got the right position. We're definitely doing good for task response. We just need to squeeze in some more advanced structures. In conclusion, we can see that international marketing may have many plus points and drawbacks. While some people believe it is intrusive, excellent for using the conjunctions there, I believe it has many evident advantages that not only benefit individuals but society as a whole. Excellent work there. So I put your essay through our premium online essay checker, and you can get a little bit more feedback here. Okay, so you can check that out later, and you can see as well there are a few suggestions as well. Unfortunately, I can't send you this link, but here is the URL. I'll include that in the reply. This is an estimate. This is an estimate. But I think if you use the framework, I think we could definitely squeeze it up to like an 8.5. Have a look at the links I send you, and sorry again for the late reply. Have a beautiful day and good luck with your IELTS preparation.